All right, good morning everyone. This is Thursday. We are now back here for the Thursday analysis. Welcome Julius and the rest of you guys. Welcome from yesterday's analysis. Those who made money yesterday, congrats. Those who on VIP, we recovered and made some money. So today we are on another day to make some more money. So without any further ado, remember I told you I want to be keeping time. So let's pray and get started. Father, we say thank you for this morning. Thank you for the beautiful morning that you've given unto us. Thank you for yesterday's profits, and thank you that we are about to make even more profits today. Thank you for the perfect setups that you're giving unto us. Thank you for the entry and exit levels that you're providing to us tonight. We say thank you for the profits, because it's you that grants success to everyone. So we are saying thank you even for the perfect day, for the great day that you're giving unto us. Even as we start today's session, we give you praise, we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right, so without, as usual, you guys know that we start with Crash 500. So let's get into Crash 500. So yesterday, I was looking for that kind of a pullback from there. Yesterday, we were here when we had analyzed, because we had seen that as a change of character. So we were looking at price breaking and continuing the buy, and then later dropping to come all the way to this, either to this or to that level. Remember, we had these two levels. This is the fair value gap after the breaker broke, but then there is this OB right here before it broke. So if you see this level right there, that level there is very important before price broke out to give us that higher high. So I was looking at price coming back to that level before we can come in with buys. So apparently we're not seeing price is still below our 10 MA on H4 and of course on daily time frame, but according to weekly, we're still looking for buys. We are still looking for buys. Remember, our target is there. It has not yet hit it. Those who remember, we started trading this as a heads and shoulder ever since it gave us that head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. This is the head, this is the left shoulder, this is the right shoulder, and that is where the neckline was. So it played games around there, then it broke, and now it has been giving us a pullback. It has been sort of giving us a pullback right here. That's where we are currently, this pullback, to grab some liquidity either from this fair value gap or from this OB. The likelihood is to come to this OB, but if we use our fib retracement tool, we'll be able to see that we are now on 50%. Price has reached the 50%. So it may still drop to reach the 61.8 on this OB. So if you're in any buys now, I would think twice before I continue with the buys. I would think twice, because anything is possible right here. However, when we look at our CCI and RSI, we see that we are oversold. And of course, when we look at the main chart, we clearly see that we sort of have a double bottom right there. There's no break of structure. It's just the lows. There's no break of structure. It's only the wicks that are breaking. So price can eventually give us another perfect move of buy to go all the way up, but I cannot enter any buys unless H4 goes above my 10 MA. So if H4 until H4 goes above my 10 MA, I will not be thinking of buying crash 500. But if I go to M15, of course, price is above my 10 MA, which can be a tricky thing. It can easily trick you to take your money. So you rather not engage in buys right now. You rather wait for H4 to be above our 10 MA. That's how I can buy this asset. I cannot even sell because it is too close to this level where we want to start buying from, which is the 61.8 level or retracement level on Fib, or the OB on the daily time frame, as we can see clearly there. All right, so that's it. That's it for today on Crash. Let's now head over to Boom 1000. So Boom 1000, Boom 1000, we made money yesterday. Those who are on VIP. I don't know if I entered during the analysis, but you guys know that we were trading this yesterday, Boom 1000. So our entry was perfectly, that was our entry there. I told you that I will be able to enter immediately after the breakout, so I made my entry, then it made that pullback, short pullback, and then dropped for our perfect trade and hit our target right there. So those who were on the live stream yesterday, congrats on your profits. And remember I told you I was looking for a 1 to 2. I think we entered this during the trade, during the analysis. I was looking for that 1 to 2. That's what I looked for, and I moved out. You clearly see that after moving out, it went a bit ahead, and then we started to react back. So until it continued later in the evening. So congrats to those that took the trade. Now let's look at today. So today, remember yesterday's analysis, we needed sort of like a pullback to get to that level. What level is that? Let's go to H4. That's a fair value gap on the daily time frame to at least mitigate 50% of it. So it did not go there. It actually kept on selling according to daily time frame. And of course, if you look at this analysis, I don't remember when was this, but that was the initial analysis price to get to that level and then drop for the sell. So price went all the way up there to that. It did not go to that to grab liquidity up there, so it went to that OB. I think it was an H4 OB. Yeah, it was an H4 OB and started to drop for this very sell. Apparently we clearly see that at the level where we are, it's a support level. At the level where price is currently is a support. We've been reacting to this level several times, so this is our support. This is our support right there. Let me just draw it perfectly on that OB of H4. So that is our support right there, and price is being held up there. But are we going to see this move provide the exact momentum we needed to break this support, or we are going to see yet another move to go to that level, mitigate that liquidity? We'll see about that. So if price breaks here, if price breaks right here, then we have an immediate entry for the sell, or you can wait for a pullback. You can as well wait for the pullback and then make the entry again. So you have those options. Now according to the daily time frame, it can, if it does not break here immediately, then it will give us a pullback before it can continue. But know that, you know, everything is pointing to selling, continuation of sales. Know that, you know that. So let's delete that. This will be taking us all the way down below. So for now, this level, this fair value gap is still valid according to the daily time frame. According to the daily time frame. So if price fails here to break this support, then the buyers are gonna come through. So let's now look at H4. H4 is selling massively, but according to H4, when you zoom in fact it is showing us some buys. So can we confirm this on M15? Yeah, M15 is also trying to show us some buys. So I'm not zooming out, I'm gonna use it the way it is, and I'm gonna have this OB on M15 to see if it will react to it for the buy move. All right, so that's it. I'm not doing any more. I'm not going to say any more about Boom 1000. That's what we've seen, and that's what we will be waiting for. If price reacts to this level or be here, then we are likely to see buys. If it fails, then it will drop and break the support on H4. Boom 500. Now this one, I remember telling you that once it breaks this OB, I'm in for the sell. This is Boom 500. Let me first share. Let me first put the name here. Good morning, Patrick. How are you? All right. So I told you yesterday, those who were on the analysis, that we were looking for a pullback from this OB, but because we started the analysis when price had already pulled back, we had missed that perfect entry. So the pullback here that we were anticipating was to confirm the change of character and grab some early sellers, stop losses above there. That move, we never saw it, so we can delete that and delete this also. So we never saw that move. But I had told you also that if price breaks this level down below here, because this was our previous low right there and that, so it was sort of like a support. So, and I told you if price breaks that level, I will immediately be entering sells. So that's what happened, and I shared the signal with the VIP guys. So this was the money right here. But I told them also that it's gonna be a kind of swing, as some sort of a swing trade according to what we had seen on H4. So right now I want to first delete that and I show you on H4. So according to H4, in fact according to daily time frame, let's first show you. According to daily time frame, you remember guys that we've been trading this as a heads and shoulder move. So from there, from the left shoulder, right shoulder, we started to sell. Those who remember, we had our entries there and we took some profits around here. So it went and then it has given us a pullback. This pullback is caused by this very support right there, that OB right there. That's why the pullback came through, to give us a lower high. So apparently it has finished forming a lower high, and now it's dropping for this final move to hit our target. That's why we are still holding. That's why I told the guys on VIP that this is gonna be a swing one. According to H4, we are swinging it from there all the way to that level, all the way to give us a swing low right here. So if you entered yesterday, of course, for intraday traders, you can always hit your target and move out, like here how it moved and hit the target, because we were looking for a 1 to 3. Did it hit a 1 to 3? Because our stop loss was there. Our stop loss was there. It did a 1 to 2. It did a 1 to 2. Yeah, it hit a 1 to 2, then pulled back. It pulled back. Now it dropped again before the day closed, and then as the day began, early around 1 p.m. there, AM, started to consolidate again. So apparently it has started to drop again, but I'm still holding. I'm looking at a swing. My stop loss is right here. My stop loss is right there. I'm not going to remove it unless if it comes back again. If it fails to break now this level and continue, and it comes back, then I might move out. But even the stop loss is not that big, so I can leave it there. But I'm looking at a swing trade. Price is below my 10 MA on H4. I don't see why it has to go back again. So I'm still holding to see if it is going to push and come to our TP level all the way down below. It may take some days. Yeah, it may take some days depending on the momentum of sellers. All right, so that's it on Boom 500. I guess you know what to do. You can look for your entries. All right, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this right there. This is our previous highs, and this can be our previous lows. But you can see that, but also you can also see this. So it can easily react to that than this. So if this becomes the very thing that we are supposed to be seeing, which I think it is, that means that we have a rising wedge, which will eventually keep dropping for this kind of move. So right now I won't be doing anything, but if it breaks out, for you guys who had not yet entered, if it breaks out here, then you have your entry for the sells. If it does not break out and first gives you a fake breakout up here around such a level right there, around such a level, such confluence, then you can still again get in. Once it starts to go below your 10 MA on M15, you can get in for the sells. If it decides to do something like that, that is your other entry. Then if it breaks out immediately, all right, so that's it on J10, Boom 500. So we wait for something like that for now. V25S. So let's look at V25S. V25S, yeah, it came for that move yesterday. We did not enter it. Remember, I told you we are not focusing on it, so I did not focus on it. We had already two other more trades that we were focusing on, actually three, so we did not focus on this. So this moved down just like we had anticipated, but then it broke structure down below here, down below there. As you can see, that was a break of structure. After giving us a break of structure, gave us a lower low, then a lower high here, dropped to look for a new lower low, failed according to H1. This is H1, although I don't love analyzing on H1, but that is a break of structure on H1, so I can delete all that. I want to delete this, that, this. The buy is starting from there, as you can clearly see. So the buy has started, but then I want to know what H4 says. It's what makes sense for me. So according to H4, is this a break of structure? Yes. But has it reacted to where we wanted it to react to? Yeah, that OB, which is very perfect, because we wanted buys from here to give us a pullback all the way there, and then we come in again for the drop, So the buy is on. Are we able to enter now? Can we enter now? Not really. Since this is a change of character, we can anticipate a pullback to an OB like this down below. We can anticipate a pullback to the OB, either there or just below, this line, or just to that OB here, right there. That it can be our anticipation for price to react back to. So for now, no business. All I need is price to drop. Can we enter this drop? Can we? Let's go to M5. I think we may find an interesting sell move. That is something we can work with. If I enter now here, I will have my stop loss all the way there. It can easily come for it fast, or it can keep dropping. So what is the chances here to enter sales now? You have to use probably a small lot size. Then once it pulls back there, then you enter some other lot size, then to drop for your other entry. But like I've told you, if it breaks this level here before it pulls back, then you can enter. If it breaks this level right here, if it fails to break that level and pulls back, then you can enter. But it is likely to give us a pullback there, and then we enter the drop. So for now, no business. I'm not going to enter now, but all we know is we are going to sell it. This is a scalping move now, according to M5 and M1. According to M5 and M1, clearly you'll see that M1, this buy move is gonna come through. So for now, we leave it. We'll come back to it before we finish the session. V75. So V75, let's see. Okay, so the drop happened according to the analysis that we had. We had two options: price to first get to that trend line and then drop, or to break this level. Those who remember, and then drop. So it broke the level, dropped a little bit, then reacted back, and then dropped, continued to drop. So let's now look at it on H1. So it has gone to that fair value gap and sort of broken it. Now it's reacting to this OB right here, which is gonna be acting as our support. So is it going to break it now? We are going to see a pull. Okay, let's delete that. So this is H1. Let's go to H4. Remember I told you that okay, so I think this is interesting. First delete these two, first delete that too. That was the anticipation pullback here, then we come in with the buys. We had a fair value gap, but also we had this fair value gap, right? I mean, we had the fair value gap there, but also we had that OB according to H4, and price is on that OB right there. Now if we put our fib retracement level, is it going to give us this move right here? Let's look at that. Not yet. So that tells us that it is still dropping. The new H4 has just started, and the previous one closed as a strong sell candle, meaning we are still selling. The momentum is still strong for the continuation of sales. So you don't want to look for sales, you don't want to look for buys, you want to wait for sell for you want to wait for them from a level like that. From a level like that, since there is no break of structure, it can as well come to 50% and then put us back all the way into buys. So according to CCI, you clearly see that that is what happened. Drop. Now it's gonna be looking for this other move to push us all the way there. It dropped, touched our CCI oversold level, and then started buying. So it is likely to drop to 50 and then start the buys. Can we match this with can we match this with can we match this on H1? I mean on M15. Let's go to M15. What are we seeing? Okay, we have a break of structure on M15. Just zoom out a bit. All right, buys are coming. Buys are coming. This first hour of this H4 that has just started is gonna put us to 50%. It's gonna likely put us to 50%, and then the buys are going to come. Now we can only wait for them if we don't have a break of structure like we are seeing here. So once price reaches the 50% of fib right here, then we will wait for the reversal signal. Once we get a reversal signal on M15, that will be our entry. No waiting for even a pullback, immediate entry to push for this kind of move. So right now I'm going to first remove this for 61.8, but I will leave the one of 50% right there, and let's wait for what will come through. Let's wait for what will come through right here. This first hour from 11 to midday is likely to be a drop, but then afterwards we are likely to come in with buys. So hold on, let's see how it's gonna play out. J50. Now J50, it's sold. Yesterday I told you I can only advise for you to enter when it breaks out here. So the pullback after breaking out went all the way back inside, so it was no go for us to make any decision. So either way, nothing here. You can see the breakout and the pullback did not work according to the plan. They went back inside and closed, the candlesticks closed inside. So according to H4, you can clearly see that. So that's why the buy continued. So now all this doesn't make sense, we can remove them. Even these, we've already used them, no need for them now. Delete. Come to H4, delete this support, delete that resistance right there. So according to daily time frame, oh wait, this is a break of structure. I think we can have something to work with right here. That is a break of structure. All right, so is that a lower high creation? Let's see. Okay, I think it is. I think it is. Price has closed with a wick there. Okay, break of structure, lower low, lower high, then a drop. I think it can be. According to daily, however, according to daily, we have no break of structure. According to daily time frame, according to daily time frame, we have no break of structure. We should be looking for buys, but price has not yet reached that level. That's where we have our TP. Are we going to see it? I don't know. We'll wait and see. But according to H4, we're seeing the drop. We're seeing a drop before we can look for buys. So having seen that, I can go to M15 and see if I'm ready for the sells, and I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Still having low momentum. It can trick us. It can trick us. It's not a perfect trade that I want to find myself engaged in. Let me see. It's a trick. This is gonna be a trick. This is just a trick. This is a trick. So I can only enter sales if price breaks this level right here. Yeah, because what I'm seeing is it might react to this or this level and then get back there before we can come in with a sell. So it's no go for me right now. And after doing that, it may not break this support at this level right here. It may not break it according to daily time frame. It may not break it because daily time frame is looking for buys, so it may not reach all the way down below. So for now, this is my anticipation. Pull back and then we drop or break and continue all the way down below. H4 still needs sells, but will it reach here? It can actually reach here. According to H4, it can reach the target and then start to give us buys. But our target, if it breaks out, our target will be this level, and we move out, we wait for breakout, retest, then we enter again for the sells. So for now, that's what I'll be anticipating. J25. Please guys, remember, if you want to learn all these things, the way I analyze, the way I trade, you can register ahead. We are so far 3 classes ahead of you. So if you want to join, the videos, the recorded classes of the previous 3 are available if you think you want to join the January class. But if you can't, you can prepare yourself for the Feb class and be ready for it. And you know, as we trade together right here and as you prepare to register for the Fib class. Jump 25. Now jump 25, I see that means I don't need this. Okay, this is no longer necessary. So yesterday's analysis, those who remember, we had gotten that move. We got this move yesterday. I mean, we missed it. It was an M1 kind of sell move that I was looking for, but then I wanted to buy from here when it reacted here. That was the analysis. Unfortunately, it broke through and continued to sell, so we couldn't get the buy entry that we needed. So right now let's look at what it is doing. So it kept on dropping, so we don't need these. Go to H4. So apparently we have ourselves a zone. We have a retracement, a consolidation zone right there. Goes up, comes back, goes up, comes back, and it's likely to go up. Looking at the previous H4, how it closed, you clearly see it closed with rejection from buyers, so it is likely to go up again. But according to CCI, we are overbought. What does that mean? That means that we can easily see sells. We can easily see sells. And looking at, even when I zoom out from it, I see sells. If I go to daily time frame, I need sells. Looking at yesterday's candle, it was a strong sell candle, and today started as rejection from sellers, as you can see. So we are likely to see breakout right here on H4. So I'm going to delete that. All I need now is breakout here. Once I see a breakout, I think I'll be getting in with my entries for the sell. Of course, as usual, you can wait for the pullback, but those who are risk takers, you may not even wait for the pullback. You may immediately make the entry. But if you have a small account, you rather wait for the perfect entry after the pullback, like that. All right, so for now, that's it. I cannot do anything right here. Let me go to M15. I see. All right, so M15, I have a change of character for the buy kind of move. So is it going to break this level? We'll see about that. If it breaks that level, that means it's gonna continue and reach that level again up there. It's gonna reach that level again up there on M15. But we are seeing a change of character and a pullback all the way to the OB. So the buy is on J25. The buy is on. You can put your stop loss right here. So you're going to be looking at a 1 to 2 kind of. You're going to look at a 1 to 2 kind of TP right there. That's where you want to take your TP, right about there. Have your stop loss here. Please use the lot size that you can afford to use. Don't first calculate your stop loss. How much are you risking according to your account? Remember that it should be according to your account. Now clearly looking at M5, I believe it's likely to drop again. It was not yet ready for the entry according to M5, but it was ready on M15. That's where the confusion comes in for me. But I've entered, so if it does drop again, I will be okay to lose this because it will not be that much compared to the account. So for now, yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, for that buy, I'm looking at a 1:2 kind of risk to reward ratio on J25. Okay, let's go to J10 and we get closer to wrap it up. We still have 15 minutes. So J10 we made money, although it was a short one. We did not make a lot. Okay, let's see. This was the entry right here when it gave us this, the double bottom here. We made an entry after that, and then it was playing games. I told my guys on VIP, we move out, we leave it, because this was our previous high. So we moved out on that, and then it hit that level and then started to drop. So luckily enough, we had moved out. It would have come to take us out. So now let's look at today. It was having a weird momentum yesterday, so let's look at today if we can work with it. See if we can work with it. All right, so let's start with daily time frame. We can get a recap of what we are having, a bigger picture of what is happening. So we saw the price was coming from that support all the way down below here. According to weekly time frame, this is a support because of that OB there. All right, so it was coming down from there, and then we had this level. We can delete it, we don't need it. Then we had this fair value gap. Price never came to it right here. According to weekly time frame, price never reached it. It seems not to be valid, because after the breakout it tested here, then went all the way back. So this goes also. Now looking at here, we don't need this, actually we don't need it. So looking at what we have here after the pullback, breakout, then pullback, then we have now momentum of buys, and the wick is strongly buying. Clearly you see that this is where we see another change of character after price reacting to this level. So now that we know that buys are very strong according to weekly time frame, we have ourselves a resistance right there. All right, so let's go to daily time frame. That is where the resistance is according to weekly time frame, and we can clearly see that it is the same even on the daily time frame. Yeah, are we going to see enough momentum to break it today? Let's see. So yesterday closed as a doji candle. That's why today started as a strong buy move, as you can clearly see. All right, so the previous H4 was a flying dragon, a bullish flying dragon, but facing downwards. So wow, it's gonna be crazy for us. We're still looking for buys though, according to H4. So are we going to see a breakout? This tells me that I'm not gonna do anything right here until I see a breakout right here. So if I see a breakout, of course, you know what we do. We wait for a pullback to that very resistance level, and then we enter after the pullback. So all I would do is to wait for the breakout, and then the pullback, and then the pullback to make that kind of a buy move. That's what I will wait for. If I go to M15, I think we are buying. Yes, the buy is still on. According to M15. So no business with this asset. I'm not going to be trading it today at all. All right, so that's it. Leave it on H4. There's a lot of rejection though coming from that resistance, as you can see on those candles. So if price goes below my 10 MA, in fact, if it breaks this level on M15, I think I'll be having my sell entries. If it breaks this level on M15, I think I may get in with my sell entries, because there is a lot of rejection coming in from that level. All right, lastly is gold. Gold played games. I was furious with it. It played games. It's sort of I don't know if it was on Deriv being manipulating it, but it played games. Now, yesterday's analysis, we were looking for this move after it giving us that kind of a structure here. So at that, we were looking for this move. So it happened because we had this level right there. We had that level right there. Price was not breaking it. So price came to that and broke through and went all the way to test to go down below. So when it did that, we made our buy entries. Let me see, where did we make our buy entries? Okay, so when it retested here on this very candle here, when it tested that level, we made our entries, went into profits, came back instantly, took us out. And then after taking us out, look at what happened. Entered to hit the first TP. This was our first TP because that was a resistance level. Hit the TP there and then dropped down. So that's how it was playing games the whole of yesterday. And right now I have no business with it. Sorry, I've removed that resistance on M15. That is our resistance there. It's a strong resistance, as you can clearly see. We don't need this, we don't need that. What else? All right, so having seen that as a strong resistance, let's now look at H4. In fact, let's start from daily time frame. We wanted buys to go all the way up there from here. So we wanted a pullback here, then we continue with buys. So price is still even above our 10 MA on daily time frame. So what is happening on H4? In a weird way, let me show you this. This is weird. Remember, this was a change of character right here when price came all the way down and broke that previous higher low. Became a change of character, then dropped down, and then later on H4 gave us another change of character, which became weird. But on the daily time frame, that's where things change. That becomes like an M shape, price reacting back to that level to drop again for the sell. That is weird on H4, I mean on the daily time frame. So if I go to H1, no, not H1, H4. If I go to H4, I clearly see that we are very likely to continue selling. We are very likely to continue selling, although we are having that rejection right there. The rejection I wanted price to first come here. This was the initial analysis. That was what we are looking for, because it left some big gap right down below here that was not mitigated. So I wanted price to first come here and then continue with the buys. Then probably fail to break that level and then we drop for the sell, because daily is looking for sells. So we did not see that. So if we go to M15 if we go to M15, we clearly see that we need buys. Whether we want it or not, we need buys. And clearly we see that price has reacted to this OB. It did not even touch it. So why is it important? So it has to come down here. It's gonna come down to this OB. Will it break it? It's likely not to break it. Let's actually use the bearish OB, not the bullish OB. So it's likely to drop now all the way here, but then it's likely to be a week only. It's likely to be a week only, and then we come in with our buys all the way back to that level. Now this is according to M15. This is according to M15. Now let's now look at M5. Can we confirm with it on M5? I believe we can. It's happening. The drop is happening. So I cannot do anything here. I can only wait for buys. We are going to buy again to come back to this strong resistance level all the way up there. Probably we may get in with sells there, or we'll see about it, because this is a strong resistance, so it's likely to drop again from there. It's likely to drop again from there. So let's wait and see what will come through now. So that is gold for us there. That is gold for us there. No business with it right now until it reacts to this OB for this kind of a move that we need for the buy. All right, so that's it for today. I hope you guys had a great time. Let's do a recap and we call it a day. All right, so we start with crash 500. I told you that it's a no-go for us because it's likely to drop for the sell, and I think I said we will be able to enter probably if it breaks this level. Yeah, the buy is on, the buy is on, the buy is on. All right guys, we have a buy entry on crash. Now the problem is it's gonna be a big stop loss. I can tell you to put it right here. Let me first enter. I can tell you to put your stop loss right here, but I'll be lying to you that it may not be taken out. I'll be lying to you because it started a long time. But the buy is on. The buy is on. We can enter and take our TP right there, but it's likely to go all the way up there. So the buy is on. Crash 500. The buy is on. If it drops back here, I will be entering another trade. If it fails and does this and gives me a pullback, I will make another entry. When it starts to buy, then I'll bring my stop loss right here. So right now I'm not going to put a stop loss. I'll be managing it manually. That means I'm not going to move out of the chart. I'll be checking on it. So that's it. I do this rarely. Because I know how Deriv can easily manipulate when it sees where the stop losses are. So that's why I'm not going to put my stop loss right now. All right, so that's it. Crash 500, boom 1,000. Okay, price has reached our point of interest. All I need is a pullback and goes above my 10 MA, and that will be my entry. You remember we enter above our 10 MA on M15. That's it on boom 1,000. We'll be entering buys. Now we have a breakout and a pullback on this very boom 500. On the boom 500 we have a breakout and a pullback. Do you think we should be entering? Remember, new H4 started, so let's see. I think we should be entering. or we can wait for this H1 candle to close. That's the better way. Let's wait for this H1 candle to close. It's remaining with 30 minutes. So let's wait for this H1 candle to close. Then we can decide. So until then, no business. Wait for this H1 candle to close. If it closes back inside, then you have no business with this asset until it is ready to sell again. V25 1S, we had a breakout, so it's gonna give us a pullback probably for us to enter the sales just like we needed, because we are told you we will enter after the breakout here. So no business yet. It's not clear for me to make the decision right now. I don't want to enter, only to enter late, and it first goes to look for the stop loss. So for now, no business. V75, perfecto. All right, so that's what I was talking about. You can see what I told you. 50% touched it and immediately went into the buys, but still we are not in clear for the entry because it's gonna come again down. Why? This is a break of structure, so it cannot just go like that. When it has a break of structure, it has to come to test this level to try and give us a new lower low, of which it is likely to fail, and then later we come in with our buys. So now we wait for the move that brings it back here, for the move that brings it back here. Now we wait, because that's where our entry is going to be. Jump 50, this is gonna be a good trade. Jump V75, if it does what we are waiting for. So if you have an account that you want to grow quickly, this can be the trade that can grow your account quickly. You'll leverage it perfectly to make some good money, because now we will be swinging it all the way up there. Once it reacts here and gives us an entry, it will be a swing trade to take us all the way up there. It can take days, so be ready. Jump 50. All right, so the pullback has happened from this level. Remember, I told you we have two levels where price is likely to react back to. So it has decided to go with that, and now all we need is to wait for a perfect entry. Let's have our points of interest marked, because we are likely to get our entry around there, and then we come in, or around here. So wherever we start to see a sell move, we will be ready for the sell. That is if it fails to break this level. If it goes above our 10 EMA and breaks this OB here, then it's a no-go for us. But according to M15 and H4, the sell is likely to come through and it is valid. All right, we entered J25. It has dropped back. But fear not, because this can be just a pullback and then later continue with our buys. So we are still in the trade. We are holding our position. J10, it has gained momentum of buy, but I told you this is one of those I'm not going to enter until I see a breakout on that resistance level. If I enter now, yes, price is above my 10 MA, but it is quite risky. It is quite risky. If it breaks this level, then I will be entering sells, but I'm not going to be looking for buys, because what is my level? It's not even showing me the OB that I've put. If it breaks that level there, if it breaks that level and retests it, then you have an entry for the buys. But for now, no business. And lastly is J is gold. Lastly is gold. I've told you it's going to continue selling, and that's what it is doing right now. All we need is for it to give us test on this OB. It may be a week just, and then later comes in with the buys. So once price goes above our 10 MA, immediate entry to take us all the way up there. So no business right now until further notice. I think that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. I believe you had a great time with me. Please remember to subscribe if you've never subscribed before, to like, and of course to share with your family and friends, and of course with holiday makers. If you have your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, and you feel like they should get this knowledge and be what is a word? Yeah, you get what I'm meaning. I've lost the word. Yeah, you can just share with them and get to know that also this information is available. If they are interested, of course you can as well enroll them for the class, either for the Jan, which we already have 3 classes already, or for Feb class, to enroll for Feb if they are still having time, if they are going to be campusers. All right, so that's it for today. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. See you tomorrow as we wind up the week. Bye bye.